Now, protesters are gathering outside the US Consulate in Sandton for the annual Quds Protest. They're expected to protest against American support for Israel. My colleague Stephen Grootes is there for us, and he joins us now live. Stephen, good afternoon to you. It is a global campaign, Quds Day, that calls for justice, for equal rights for Palestinians, but for all oppressed people. What's happening there today?
Indeed, Michelle, yes, people beginning to gather here, and as you can imagine, when you consider what's happening in the Middle East, what's happening to the people of Gaza right now, the conflict involving Israel, what's happening to Israelis right now too, you can imagine how high emotions are and how people are beginning to gather here. The protest is due to really get going in about an hour, but already, as you can see, many people are beginning to arrive to show their support for the cause, but also to show their frustration with the United States and its continued support for Israel. And of course, as you can imagine, on a Friday at lunchtime, plenty of people are expected to still come through to show their views, and we do expect this protest at this stage to grow. At the moment, maybe 100 people here. Organizers say they are expecting around 2,000 people. Let's just see what happens through the afternoon as to how many people actually come. We also expect some South African political people to come and show their support, including leaders from the South African Communist Party. Let's speak now to Dr. Syed Hassani. He is one of the organizers of this protest. He's also director of the Islamic Center for Africa. Dr. Hassani, good afternoon to you. Firstly, why today? We understand the situation in the Middle East, we understand the situation in Gaza, but why particularly today?
Well, after the victory of Islamic Revolution in Iran in 1997, Imam Khomeini, the leader of Islamic Revolution, has proclaimed in the last day of the month of Ramadan as International Day of Quds to show solidarity with the people of Palestine and all oppressed people of the world. In fact, immediately after the victory of Islamic Revolution in Iran, 2 embassies were closed immediately. One was the embassy of South Africa, which was an apartheid state in that time, and also the embassy of Israel. And the last Friday of Ramadan was proclaimed and announced. And since that time, in major cities of the world, this demonstration has been held. Today, about 900 cities in Iran and over 2,500 cities across the globe have got the same demonstration. People come in numbers in the street. In London, in Paris, in US, in major centers of Europe, people are coming to show their solidarity with people of Palestine. At the moment that we are talking here, and we are doing this demonstration in Gaza, the bombshells are falling on the people of Gaza. Every 20 minutes, one soul is killed or injured. Over 200,000 houses has been damaged, 150 hospitals they have destroyed, something like 800 schools, 50,000 people up to now has been killed, 18,000 of them are children, 9,000 of them were women, and the statistic is continued by every single day. The Netanyahu's ambition to get into the power is something that has put the life of Palestinians in danger, and we are all here to commemorate the International Day of Quds, showing our solidarity with people of Palestine.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Why particularly the United States Embassy? Obviously because they're such a strong supporter of Israel?
Yeah, of course, because Israel is considered as 54th state of United States of America. If it was not for the support of Israel, if it was not for the weapon that the United States has rendered to Israel, if it was not unconditional support that the United States has offered to this illegitimate apartheid states of Israel, Israel were already wiped out from the face of the universe. It is by the help of the United States which they have given the permission to Netanyahu to carry on with the genocide. They have been given military equipments and facilities and capabilities to the IDF for them to carry these operations, and that's why we all here opposite the main source of all of the trouble, not only in the Middle East, but in the international community, in the world, to show to the American that we are against the genocide. The whole world is against you, against your policies, and the way that you're bullying the whole world, the bullying South African government, the South African people, and the way that you carry on the operation, and the way that you unconditionally support the killers, the child killers, the baby killers, while you knowing that they are using these weapons to kill the children. And also I must tell you, this is just building up. It's 12 o'clock. We haven't started the demonstration 12:30. Now already about 500 people are gathered. We are expecting between 1,000 to 2,000 people today.
Dr. Ziad Hosseini, thank you very much indeed. Dr. Ziad Hosseini is Director of the Islamic Center for Africa. We'll watch the crowd numbers. We'll see who else comes through the day. As I say, Michelle, we are expecting 1 or 2 South African political figures to join this protest, including, I understand, the Dr. Solly Mapaile from the South African Communist Party. We will, of course, keep you updated on the situation here through the afternoon.